Yo, what is up everybody? Jump in here, and today I'm going to be bringing you another gameplay from Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. In this gameplay, I am playing as the toxic Peashooter, and I actually really do like this thing, but unfortunately, I wish I could unlock more, because there are a lot of really great Peashooters. Now, right here in the beginning, I rushed down at their spawn, because I was trying to get some easy kills. You can actually do that, especially as a Peashooter. If you can get down there, right as the gates open, you throw a grenade in there, you can actually kill their whole team. It's actually really funny. Right here, this is pretty epic. I have this all-star coming at me, and I epically dodged him by jumping over his head. Now, this gameplay is absolutely ridiculous. I go 64 and 19, and I had 53 assists. So the question is, what happened? How in the world was I able to get so many kills? Well, it's quite simple. The game lasted a long time, and that is because we lost. We lose this game. And I was basically just face palming the entire time, because it wasn't like, okay, I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna camp and try to be a total kill whore, and I wasn't doing that. I was really trying to win this game. If there was zombies in the garden, I would go in the garden to try to stop them from capturing it, try to kill as many as I could, but I don't know what my team was doing. It was really frustrating that my team was, I don't know, they were just like brain dead. Unfortunately, from what I've noticed, it just seems like a lot of times when you play gardens and graveyards, the plants, they just don't know how to play it right. People don't understand that if there's 3 zombies in the garden, and you're a plant, you need to get into the garden, because if there's 4 plants in the garden and there's 3 zombies, as long as there's 4 plants, or 3 plants and 3 zombies, they will not get any time on the build up to capture the garden. That's the objective. Like, if there are more zombies in the garden than there are plants, they will start to capture it. And if they have a whole bunch, like let's say the entire team of zombies are in the garden and there's no plants in there, they'll get it like almost instantly. It probably takes about 10 seconds to get it. So unfortunately, like I said, a lot of people who play plants, they don't understand that if there's a whole bunch of zombies rushing and they're in the garden, you have to basically sacrifice yourself. You have to almost play like a zombie, because when you play as a zombie, at least most people understand that, yes, you will have to die. Yes, you will have to go into the garden. You'll have to try to capture it. You're probably going to be killed by a potato mine or a chili bean bomb, something. But still, the plants, they don't get that. Like, they'll get on the rooftops, they'll stay back, or maybe they just die and they're on respawn. But I mean, right here, I'm on this roof. I'm trying to get an angle, and I'm trying to basically just weaken all the zombies. If you notice, I keep shooting in the same area because I know they're there. And I'm actually picking up like about, I don't know, 10 damage every time I hit the radius around them. But the second that like there's a lot of zombies in the graveyard, I will generally try to run in there. Unfortunately though, sometimes I have to be honest, I do play a little selfish, probably in this gameplay as well. Like, if I'm on a good streak, I want to keep that streak going, so I don't want to just go sacrifice myself. Right now, we have 5 plants in the garden, and we're good, because as long as there's more plants in the garden than there are zombies, they won't get any time. And I started to move down there because I could notice that, well, there was a lot of zombies pushing in. So just in case there would have been a whole bunch of zombies in the garden, I was going to put myself in the garden and try to stop them from getting any time built up. Unfortunately, I died there because there was an all-star behind me. I didn't know he was there, and he like tackled me. The all-star's tackle is like really cool. The all-star in general is actually kind of good. I see a lot of people play him. I haven't really played him much, but he is definitely not bad because his tackle is almost like a Vanguard from Mass Effect, so that's really cool. He gets like some exploding zombie he could shoot out, and that thing's really good. Now, unfortunately here, they're capturing, and I wasn't really paying attention. I have to be honest, this first garden is really hard to defend because they get so much time. That's the way it works. Basically, the first garden, they get the most time, and every other garden after that, I'm pretty sure the timer goes down slightly. So it's a lot easier to defend the later gardens than it is the earlier ones. So at this point, I pretty much know that there's no way we're going to be able to actually defend this. There's 2 minutes left in this round, and they almost got it. Although yes, we have like a whole bunch of plants in the garden right now, it's just a matter of time. Sooner than later, the zombies will kill the plants, and yeah, this is going to be over. So right now, I'm just going to stay up top and try to kill as many of the zombies as I can. Unfortunately, once they capture this garden and it becomes a graveyard, they spawn here. So it's really just a matter of time before you die. If you try to run away, there's a good chance they're going to clean you up anyway. So I personally think it's best to just stay, hold your ground, and basically try to kill as many of them as you can. Right there I was taken out by an RPG, but it's called the ZPG. I think it's like zombie propelled grenade. I don't know what that stands for. That's the only thing I can assume. So here's our next garden. So now it's time to try to defend this. Like I said, I was able to get a lot of kills and a lot of assists this game, primarily just because every time I would see them coming, I would just start to shoot at their general area, and if I was doing any damage to them, that's all that mattered. Sometimes I would kill them, sometimes I would just pick up the assist, but to me it didn't really matter. It's all about keeping them out of the garden. Now I have to be honest, I know that in my first gameplay I did for the multiplayer, I was playing the Peashooter, and I said that I really like plants and I like this mode. This is definitely my favorite mode, but I have to be honest now. I've changed my opinion about a lot of stuff, primarily about the plants and the zombies. I really do prefer playing as zombies now. I really like the foot soldier, I really like the engineer, I even like the scientist, and I like the all-star. I like them all. I think all the zombies are really fun to play. Now, to be honest, I haven't really played that much as the plants. I've primarily just stick to the Peashooter. I think the cactus would be pretty good. And the sunflower is definitely an amazing support if that's what you like to do, and you like to heal people, you like to be the medic, and you like to help your team out, play the sunflower. And every team can use a really good sunflower. But I like playing the zombies, I really do. I just think that it's better in like this mode, especially because you get so many coins, and you need those coins to buy the packs to get new stuff. So I personally say, you know, hey, play as the zombies, because if you can actually win the game, or if the game does progress for a long time, even as a plant, you get a lot of coins. But as a zombie, you get so much more. Like on average now, when I play as a zombie, if we win the game, I get about 13,000 to 14,000 coins. In this gameplay, I'm pretty sure I get 13,000 as a plant, which is pretty rare, because on average, as a plant, if I lose the game and the zombies win, so that means that the game lasts a long time. If you can't tell, this gameplay lasts for 25 minutes, so that's pretty crazy. But anyway, if the gameplay lasts a long time, as a plant, generally I get about, I don't know, 9,000, 8,000, it just depends. So, like I said, I prefer the zombies, probably just because it's an easy way to get a lot of coins if you play this mode, but unfortunately, the plants, I don't think that the odds are stacked against them. I think, in fact, the odds are more stacked against the zombies. I think the difference is that a lot of players who play plants, they just don't understand how the game works and what they should be doing. Where the zombies, it's pretty cut and dry. You know that you have to get in that garden and you have to turn it into a graveyard. If you don't do that, then you're not really playing right. As a plant, all you gotta do is defend it. Well, what does that mean? That means you could stay back, you can try to go for kills. Unfortunately, when the zombies are capturing the objective, you have to sacrifice yourself. You have to put your body in there and try to kill them and keep them out. Like I said, throughout this gameplay, there's going to be a couple times where I'm going to jump in there to try to stop them from capturing. And I do a decent job, I have to be honest. Unfortunately, I always fail. That's why we lose the game. And there's a couple times where we get it down so low. I mean, it's like overtime. It's like overtime, and somehow my team, I remember in this gameplay, when it was overtime, I was just like saying to myself, because I didn't have my mic in, I wasn't like yelling at my teammates, but I was literally saying to myself, come on teammates, get in the garden, get in, it's overtime, all we gotta do is kill this last zombie and we'll win. And they didn't do it, you know. Honestly, I really do prefer having chompers on my team. In my last commentary when I was doing the engineer, I was talking about chompers, but I kept calling them choppers. I don't know. I get confused. And I was playing with my buddy Caballo Gallo, and he really was getting on me about that. Every time I would say chopper, because I still do it. I will occasionally do it. Every time I would say that, he would say, what? And I would go, yeah, you know what I mean. He was like, no. So he would make me say chomper. I don't know why I do these things. I can't talk right, guys. And it's kind of funny because I do these commentaries and I always mess up words. I can't pronounce words right. Or I just mess up my T's. I don't know. I'm sorry. If it annoys you, my bad, my bad, my bad. But I do apologize. Alright, so right now, I mean, it's getting down to the wire. Yes, they're taking this garden, that's for sure. But we only have a minute left. So, you know, hopefully we can defend this, but it's not going to happen. I have to be honest, when it comes to this garden, I generally do not hop into this one. This one is really easy for the zombies to capture. And that is because, well, guess what? Like, it's just a really weird positioning. Like, as a plant, you can be on the top. It's just too tempting to stay on the top and throw down bombs at them. So, yeah, they're definitely going to get this. And they did. So, that was actually my bad. Like, I was definitely being one to not actually get in there. I think I have a streak going. Like I said, that's the only time I start to be selfish. And I know that's wrong. I shouldn't do that. My streak is definitely about to end. Like, that's for sure. I knew I was screwed. Once they take the garden and it becomes a graveyard, you're probably screwed. You can try to run away, but there's a good chance that it just won't happen. Right there, I actually used one of my skip cards. I have so many of those, and the skip cards are actually really good for basically leveling up. Like, if you can acquire a lot of them, you can level up your plants like crazy. I got my Peashooter up to, I think, level 10 now. I got my engineer to 10, foot soldier to maybe like 8, and a lot of it is just skip cards. Sometimes you'll have challenges that are pretty easy, like, oh, kill 5 plants. Oh, that's easy. Or get 5 assists in one game. It's like, I got 53 assists in this game. Are you kidding me? Like, 5 assists, that ain't nothing. So it's really easy to do a lot of the challenges, but some of them are like stupid and ridiculous. Like, you have to kill a certain enemy in a certain way, and it could take you like a while to do that. So, or you just have to get lucky in a game and hope that that situation actually happens. So in any case like that, just use one of your skip cards. You will definitely save yourself from a headache of hoping to get lucky in a situation that can complete the challenge. Now, I know that I've been pretty much dishing out a lot of Dark Souls 2 content lately, because that's going to be my main game for a while. I'm going to be doing my Let's Play for it. I'm going to be trying to come out with some tip videos, and maybe just some funny moments, and probably some PvP stuff. So if you're interested in Dark Souls 2, definitely check that out, because I will be doing that. But I'm going to try to still upload a little bit of Plants vs. Zombies, because I really do have a lot of fun playing this game, especially when I'm just bored and I want to go shoot something and I want to not be very frustrated at a game. I just say, you know, hey, let me go play this Plants vs. Zombies game. And I'm still looking for people to play with, because it is a lot of fun, guys. If you haven't actually played this game yet, or you just looked at it and you're like, I don't want it, I don't know. I think you should definitely consider checking it out, because it is a lot of fun. I really do enjoy it. I love playing with my buddies like DK and Caballo Gallo. Speaking of which, DK Diamante actually has been doing videos for this game, so you guys should go and check out his channel if you want to see some of his gameplay. I've watched his gameplays and they are pretty good, and you know, DK is just a really awesome dude, and he has a really nice personality, so definitely go check him out. In fact, I'll put a link in the description to go check out his Plants vs. Zombie, one of his gameplays. I'll just put one of them in there, and yeah, you can maybe go and watch some of his stuff, because like I said, it's pretty good. Now, unfortunately, the zombies are about to capture this base, which really sucks, because honestly, this base is pretty easy to defend. There's one spot though you have to watch out for. DK was talking about this in one of his videos, so I actually got the tip from him, which Caballo Gallo was the one who told him, so basically I got the tip from Caballo Gallo, but I really got it from DK Diamante because I watched his video. I know it's crazy, but yeah, that's how I got the tip. But there is a spot for the zombies, and it's really useful. I've done it a couple times. It's for this garden. You can actually stay there. If it's overtime, like, you can potentially stay in there for a very long time if the plants can't find you, because it's kind of hidden and you can actually capture the garden from the outside. So, you know what? Remember how I said I was going to link you to a video? I'll link you to the video where DK shows the spot and he uses the spot and he talks about the spot, so that if you guys are ever playing on this map, you can kind of see it. Now, I know that every gameplay I've done for the multiplayer has been on this map, and I don't know why. I guess maybe it's because this map comes up a lot, and I also do really well generally on this map, but I do well on a lot of the maps, to be quite honest. It's just that when it comes down to like my best gameplays I get, it's always on this map. And one thing about this game, unfortunately, is that there is only 5 maps. Now remember, they're going to have DLC every month, so hopefully they will release new maps, and I also hope they release new characters. That would be amazing. And I really hope that they don't just release like different versions of the plants and different versions of the zombies. Like, already we have a whole bunch. Like, you can have a whole bunch of different zombies, but you know, they're still engineers and they're still foot soldiers and they're still Peashooters and stuff like that, you know. I want to see like something totally different, totally new, so I hope that they do that. Now, like I said earlier, I've been really unlucky when it comes down to unlocking new classes, because I want to show some of them off. But one I do have and I really do love is the Fire Chomper. Like, that guy is amazing, and I really like playing as a Chomper because it's a lot of fun. You feel like a Krogan from Mass Effect, because you just run around and you eat all the people. And what's great about it, especially in this mode, is that, well, you can defend your garden. Like, that's basically the Chomper's role, is to defend the garden. He stays in the garden and he eats any zombies that comes into the garden. And when I play as the Fire Chomper, I do really well, to be quite honest. So, if you guys want to see some gameplay of that, I will try to get some as a plant, and I will share it. Now, I have another gameplay that's really good. I think it's on this map, though, unfortunately. But it's of the Engineer, once again. I love the Engineer. It's my favorite zombie by far. And some people hate on Engineers because, honestly, there's a lot of horrible Engineers out there. Just like how when you're playing this mode, there's a lot of plants that don't understand that they should maybe get into the garden to help defend the garden, you know, because it is very important. Well, the same thing can be said about a lot of Engineers. One thing I've noticed is that if I'm on a team and there's a whole bunch of Engineers, I will just basically look at like a teleporter, for example, or I'll go through the teleporter. Maybe I set up the teleporter, maybe my teammate did, but I'll have Engineers there just messing with the turrets. Like, they're sitting there and they're like defending the teleporter. Like, it's so important. It's not important. A lot of times the teleporter can actually get you screwed. If the plants can surround that portal and just really go hard at attacking it, like, going through it can literally be a death sentence as a zombie. So it's kind of a good idea sometimes to just say F it and just don't even bother with the teleporter. Now, when I play as an Engineer, I do occasionally set up the portals because I do think it is important. I can see the value of setting up the portals, but at the same time, like I said, it's ridiculous to sit there the entire game messing with the turrets, setting up the teleporter, acting like you're doing something, like you're defending the portal. So this is the problem with a lot of Engineers. They give Engineers a bad name. The Engineer is a great class. He can move around quickly, he can get to their base quickly, he can set up the portals, which are helpful. It is helpful. But the Engineer can really help out the team for the zombies. Now right here, I'm trying to defend because they have their teleporter over in that direction, and as you can tell, it's kind of a death sentence. Every time they come this way, me and my team, we're just killing them. And this is actually buying us a lot of time, because look at the timer, it's going down. Yes, they are, you know, really close to capturing it, but as long as we can keep them out, and if they keep going through that portal, it's not that hard, honestly, to do it. We can, you know, save them and stop this. I don't know how I got those kills there. In fact, there's like a couple times I get kills, and I don't even know what happened exactly, because it's like kind of ridiculous. What happened? I really don't know. Like, but look at this. There's a giant horde of zombies coming through that portal right now, and I don't know if we have enough people to defend it. But like I said, see, but here's the problem. It's overtime. I turned immediately over there because I'm like, it's overtime. Kill the guy, kill the guy. And there's 3 of them in there. I'm like, no, no, what are you doing? Get on him. I killed 2 of them. No, I'm gonna get it. Like, what the fuck? This is the problem with this game mode as a plant. You gotta pay attention. I paid attention. I seen that there was overtime, 1 zombie. So it's like, go hard. Don't worry about the portal. Just kill the guy in the objective. And we would have won. But no. I'm sorry, guys. It just was really annoying how that happened. Anyway, so now we're on this garden, and I just kind of, at this point, I'm pretty sure we technically lose, because if the zombies can capture more bases than the plants can defend, I'm pretty sure that counts as a win for the zombies no matter what, and it counts as a loss for the plants. Now, honestly, winning and losing, it really isn't a big deal. Like, it's not like the end of the world if you lose a game. It doesn't really matter. And one reason I say that is because, honestly, if you're playing this mode, even if you're playing as a plant, it's kind of a good thing that the zombies capture the bases, because you're going to make the game longer, you're going to get a lot more coins, and remember, this game is really just like Mass Effect. It's all about getting that moolah, getting that money, because you want to buy those packs, you want to unlock new characters, you want to unlock new abilities, new weapons, well, not weapons, but new upgrades for your weapons and stuff, so it is really important to be able to do that. So right now, I'm just trying to stay on the outskirts of the garden so that I can try to stop them from coming. And if I need to, at any point, I can hop in, you know, like that's the point. I'm pretty sure coming up here, I'm going to edit this. Because at one point, I wasn't even realizing that I was getting so many kills. Like, that was the thing about this game. It was really weird. Because at one point, I check my score, which I generally never do. I think checking the score is one of the worst things you can do in a game, because no matter what, it really doesn't help you when you think about it. Let's say you're having a really shitty game, checking the score is just going to make you feel like shit, and it might even make you play worse, because you know that you're doing really bad, so your mind's going to be focused on the fact that you're doing really bad. Let's say you're doing really good though, and you're having a great game. Well, first of all, you should know that you're having a pretty good game. You shouldn't need to have to check the score to know that. But let's say you check the score like I do. That's why I edited the video. I checked my score and I seen, I was like, holy shit, I had 56 kills. Like, what the hell? The second I checked that score and I knew I was doing so well, guess what I did? I started to play really conservatively. I started to try to not die. I wanted to kill more enemies because I wanted to have, like, the most epic game ever. But you know what happened? I actually died more. And we lost the base, you know, it was horrible. It was the worst thing ever. So checking the score right there was actually a bad thing. I wish I would have never checked it and just waited till the end and surprised myself with the fact I did so well. Because, like I said, checking the score, and even if you're having a good game, it can really change the way you're playing. Because sometimes you might literally lose your team the game, because it will alter the way you play. Once you know you're doing really well and you don't want to die because you want to do even better than you were, well, you know, maybe you won't sacrifice yourself, and maybe that's the reason why you lost the game. So this is something I try to avoid, because I know that if it's bad, I'm going to feel like shit, and I might play worse because I feel really bad and I know I'm having a really bad game. And if it's good, I might play worse because I might play differently. I might, you know, not take one for the team, which I should be doing. So, like I said, I never check the score. That's why I never checked it in Mass Effect. That's why I never check it in this game, although I did check it the one time in this game. And if I'm playing, like, let's say Halo or Call of Duty or maybe Titanfall when that comes out, I probably won't be the type to just sit there and check the score. Sometimes I watch people play games, like multiplayer games, and they'll literally check the score like 100 times in the game. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, why are you wasting the time to check and see how many kills you have? Like, who cares? Right here, the zombies are basically getting into the mansion. Like I said, spoiler alert, we lose the game, but I'm trying real hard to defend this, you know, I'm trying to keep them out. It's like, oh no, an all-star, get him, get him. Ah, he made it through, although he died, so that was weird. And there we go, game over, we lose. Honestly, the only reason why I had so many kills, or at least one of the only reasons I think I had so many kills, is because my team, well, they probably weren't all that great. You know, I tried really hard to do my best to win this game. I had 64 kills, 19 deaths, and 53 assists. You will see it at the end. And I get 13,000 coins as a plant. That's pretty crazy. I've never got that much as a plant in this mode. So let me go ahead and show you my cool stats. There it is. I really hope you have enjoyed this. Please like and favorite the video for me, and peace out.